Hi, this is Kyle from Atlantica Vox. Just finishing up my new CD, and I thought I'd put together a little video trailer for the new release. I put out my first CD called The Phantom Town Demos in 2008, and this upcoming one is going to be my second release. The new one's going to be called Lights and Rare Things. It's going to be 12 songs. The style is somewhat similar to my last one, kind of a new wave post-punk alternative sound. Been listening to more dub and reggae recently, so there'll be a little bit of that on there.
Your ovation, your ovation.
I've switched over to a computer-based recording system for this CD. I use Cakewalk's Sonar X1, which I like a lot. It makes recording really easy. Unlimited tracks, just gives me lots of options. The new system makes it really easy to use software synthesizers, so a lot of these songs are going to have a little more of an electronica sound to them, which is kind of fun to work with. I use either drum loops or a drum machine. Drums are the only thing I don't really play. But other than that, I play all the instruments myself: guitars, bass, keyboard, harmonica, vocals. So let's see, for guitars right now, on this CD, I'm using a Martin DX1 acoustic. It's kind of a lower level Martin, but it's still got a pretty good sound. I like it. A Yamaha SA1100 hollow body electric, or semi-hollow electric. I think it's just kind of a copy of a Gibson ES335 jazz guitar, but it's really nice instrument. I like this one a lot. The workhorse, though, is my 60s reissue Fender Strat. Fender Strats, they always sound good. They're easy to play, any type of music. I mean, there's a reason it's a classic guitar. Also on this album, I'm using this Gibson Melody Maker. And this specific one belonged to my Aunt Rita, who passed away a couple of years ago, and she left me this guitar. She fronted her own country rockabilly band, the Rockin' Rita Band, in northern New York for cheapers, like 40 years. So there's just a lot of great music that came out of this instrument, and I think there's some good karma in there. Hopefully some of that will make its way to my music. The new songs on this album are pretty much in line with my writing style that I've had in the past. I try to take things that I see or things that are happening in my life and start with those, but then I sort of make them a little abstract and put them into a little bit of storytelling or create some fictional characters. So it's somewhat autobiographical, but not specifically. There's a lot of fiction in there too. I always kind of like that mix when artists do that. It's sincere, but it's also a little abstract and mysterious. So that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. And I also try to create a sense of place in a lot of my songs too. I grew up in northern New York, way out in the country, and I just spent a lot of time outdoors as a kid. So that kind of comes through in my songs, I think. And now I live by the ocean, which is, a whole different type of environment. But when you live right next to the ocean too, and you see it in all the different seasons, that really, it changes so much, and it's just a really powerful effect. Sometimes it's just really peaceful and beautiful, and sometimes it's really dark and powerful and threatening, and just adds a lot of atmosphere. And I think that comes into my songs.
Something you said stayed with me all this time. Rise and fall across the plains and oceans wide, from here to the Isle of Skye. Always
So, anyways, the new CD is going to be called Lights and Rare Things. And you've heard pieces of the songs in the background here. It should be out, I keep putting off the time, but probably September of 2012. It will be available on iTunes, CD Baby, Amazon, and a bunch of other places. You can hear it on internet radio on Django or Last FM. And you can find Atlantica Vox on Facebook if you want to come there and give me a like on that and keep up to date with stuff. And thanks for listening.